Welcome to Subramani. I'm going to read some of the letters, or I should say comments given by some of the readers. So this is going to be Senthil Kumar says, as usual we received many things and we will try to apply them. Thank you, Senthil. Rosita Coutinho is asking, can I redeem my funds to bring the number of funds in my portfolio and add good funds which I already have? That is exactly why you do portfolio reviews. Some funds which are not performing well for whatever reasons, if you know how to analyze and you want to get out, you can get out. I mean, I am getting out of a fund house simply because their technology support is terrible. Every time I try to log in, I have a problem. So I'm getting out of that fund house. It's not a reflection on how well or badly the fund is being managed. It is just that accessing my account becomes very difficult. So this could also be a reason for you to get out. But yes, Rosita, you should exit non-performing schemes or whatever reasons, or any issues of fund manager conduct or anything like that. Good reason for you to exit a fund house or a fund scheme. Mayur Vasan says he subscribed. Very good, thank you. Prem Pawan Kumar, he says he's quoted one of my comments saying, as a broker I made money, it doesn't mean the client made money. Completely true, especially in F&O kind of contracts. We brokers make a lot of money, clients don't make money, but that does not stop us from asking clients to come and do F&O business with us. That's our business. You have to understand that's how business works. That reminds me of bank managers who are intimidated by hospitals and doctors who are intimidated by banks. It happens, right? One profession does not trust the other profession. Bankers don't like doctors and doctors don't like bankers, except that they make money off each other, right? So it's quite common. So don't think. Understand one thing very important: the relationship manager that you have when he or she is working in a bank or in a broking company has targets of getting revenue out of you. Make no mistake about that. And same thing happens when there is a doctor-patient relationship also. So find out what is good for you. I don't have that problem because a lot of doctors are my friends. I could count 40-50 doctors as my friends, whether I needed a pediatrician or a gynecologist or a cardiologist. All are friends. So my case is different, but otherwise people don't trust each other. Yogesh Patel says, Ambani and Adani have created and distributed real good amount of wealth. People don't understand. Absolutely true. In the capitalist economy, whether you like the Tatas, Birlas, Ambani, Adani, whoever you have, Mahindra, anybody, they've created wealth, they've created jobs, and you need somebody to create jobs and create wealth. So when our great politician keeps saying Ambani, Adani, it doesn't mean anything. That they were the people who had Pranab Mukherjee in their ministry, and we all know how close Pranab Mukherjee was. Sorry, it's getting political, but yes, we need Ambani, Adani to create jobs, and all these people who criticize Ambani, Adani as though Ambani, Adani are brothers would happily take up a job with them. I know people, journalists would happily go and work for them if they paid a 3 crore salary. Would they go and work for them for 30 lakhs? Answer is yes, but will they offer them a 30 lakh salary? No. Right? So these are all, I mean, you shouldn't take them too seriously. Yes, I agree, we need job creators. Ruchi Kumari says, so much of informative content in a single video. Many thanks. Thank you, Ruchi Kumari. Ruchi Kumari comments quite frequently. Ashwin Singh Chadda asks, thanks for the insight. When I had written about the shares that I bought in March 2020, he says, what is your process? The problem is people want, when people want, they have to go and search. I have 2100 or 2200 videos. I have created, I mean, I have not classified them very well. So you will have to search a bit, but yes, all these things of how I buy, how I do valuation is there in the archives. You need to go and look there. Babita Ghosh says, great, thank you, Babita. There's one Sharmaji who says thank you every video that I put up. Thank you, Sharmaji, for saying thanks. So then Arunachala Shiva must be, I think he must be from Tamil Nadu. He says, "Sir, your wisdom in this subject is unparalleled. You are the only one I have seen from your generation." Oh, this is about the senior citizens going and living in senior citizen homes. Many people will not have a choice. What if you have two children and God forbid both children die before you? Somebody has to look after you, right? What happens if you have no children? What happens if you have one child and the child is in New Zealand, is unable to come and look after you? What are you going to do, right? So these are questions which you have to answer. So most of us who are now in our 50s and 60s have to understand that we have to go and live in senior citizen homes. Many of us do, many of us don't. The thing is, I have a friend who is in North India who says, "I will not let my parents be happy in a senior citizen home. They have to suffer in my house." Right? So it's largely a social issue. In fact, I think it's a bigger social issue in North India because there are more senior citizen homes in the south, whether it is Coimbatore or whether it is even Pune. A lot of senior citizen homes. North does not have so many, though some luxury senior citizen homes are coming up. But you need senior citizen homes connected with a geriatric care. What happens to a person after 80, 90 when he or she is alone and needs somebody to change the diaper and things like that? They'll never be able to do it themselves. So, right. So these are things which have to be done by a geriatric care center. So yes, we have to go voluntarily. It's very difficult for children to suggest that you go. Eleverson says, "Subra sir, Info Edge market cap is less than Zomato market cap. It will be a good proxy to buy, yes, but then Info Edge does not only own Zomato, right? It owns other stuff also. So yes, take your decision. But by the way, I'm a shareholder in both Info Edge and in Zomato, so I should first tell you that. How to resist the temptation to withdraw from the booming market? Venkatesh Ramanujam says it was very helpful. Thank you. Sir, please make a video on gold as an asset. I have made videos on gold as an asset, but I think part 2 of Free FinCal has more to say about gold. He says gold gives you the risk of equity and the return of debt. I'm not a big fan of gold, so I should not be making a video. Personally, I have very little gold. There is some gold which my wife uses or my wife does not use. It's lying in the locker. And very little of SGB, that is sovereign gold bond. So I'm not really a good person to make anything on gold. Thanks. Mr. Subra, I request you to make videos on your stock selection process. I have made it. You'll have to search. I am too lazy to search and give you the links. I have not classified it well. Vijay Kumar Agarwal says about how to resist the temptation to withdraw from the market. It's a short and sweet. Please keep short videos also. That brings me to this question: will I be making short videos? Yes. Will I be making long videos? Yes. Each person chooses what he wants, but largely the small videos will go on to say Insta and Facebook, etc., where people might want shorter videos. People who come to this channel should expect to see 12-minute, 13-minute videos. I don't think if I make a video which is say 20 minutes, I split it into two. So 12-13 minutes is the maximum for which I put up videos. Otherwise, yes, I will make 1 minute, 2 minute, 3-minute videos also, which are more for Insta and FB than for YouTube. Hopefully Twitter should come up with some model on making and putting videos. If they do, then that will also be a good way to reach out to people. Please make educational videos on valuation of shares. I've done it in the past. Okay, one person is coming and asking how much have you invested in equity? Honestly, I myself, I don't know how much money I have invested in equity, because let's say I invested 1 rupee, it became 2 rupees, I sold 2 rupees and invested. So what is my investment? Is it 1 rupee or 2 rupees or 1 plus 2, 3 rupees? I really don't know. So that way I honestly have no clue how much money I have invested. I know how much it is worth today, and that is of no use to you, right? It's of use only to my income tax officer, my wife. When I die, she should know how much she's going to get, my daughter perhaps, and other than that I don't see why anybody else should want that number, and I'll have to search for that number also. Thank you. There is one more thing. When I said about people living in old age homes, somebody comes and says, I think it is being a responsible son, I think it is imperative for kids to take care of parents in old age. Completely wrong. I am not saying they should not take care, they should take care, but the question is, what are their own limitations, right? I have put a video, if you've seen, saying supreme sacrifice. I know two people, one boy who looked after his elder sister who was challenged for 65 years. I mean 65 years, leave out the first 10-15 years when it was not his primary responsibility. Even then he was looking after her. His parents were there, so they were looking after her, and then he had an elder brother who did not raise a finger. So it's easy to say all those things that but what happens if there is one kid and the kid is dead? Who is going to look after the parents, right? So don't get into this stupid emotional thing that children have to do. Children have to do, yes, but what if children can't do? How much help is going to be a 76-year-old diabetes blood pressure patient in looking after a 101-year-old mother or a father, right? It's not going to be. Sometimes they don't do it, sometimes they can't do it, sometimes they are dead. How will a dead son look after his parents? So please wake up to reality and spread the message that there should be no social stigma. For some particular reason, I and my wife are leaving my daughter in a creche, and for some particular reason, I and my wife decide that my parents will be in a senior citizen home. If I make that decision, it is very, very bad. If they themselves go, like my mother has gone, or like how I will go, then it is not so bad for the children. It's not so traumatic. My daughter is not going to be shocked that I live in a senior citizen home. I will make that move. So please ensure that we reduce the social stigma on such things. Thank you.